People, deluded, I'm back again. Now, sadly, Arsenal's first team drew 1-1 against Wolves, but a couple of days ago, obviously at Stevenage, I got to witness Arsenal's under 23's in a North London derby, convincing performance, winning 3-1. It's nice to see that at least some players play with some passion, and there's certain managers at this team that can play with some sort of blueprint. Shout out to Bold, because he's had some criticisms. I'm happy for the team, how we played against Spurs. I think we was quality, and I think a couple of these boys, again, I know we're out of the XHAKA Cup. There's still a potential couple Europa League spots, games to play. Maybe too early for the next, for Wednesday, but and the FA Cup to come. Potentially there's some opportunities for some of these players, man, soon. Obviously the big talking point, which I didn't expect it, Reiss Nelson's returning from fitness. He started, Emile Smith-Rowe started, Trey Coyle was there, Tyrese John-Jules was there. It's a shame that Tyrese has come back and now Balogun's got a lengthy layoff. You had, obviously, in the midfield, you had the Burtons. You had Harry Clark, who I believe Clark played very well today. Well, when they played. So yeah, man, what can I say, people? It was a good. I feel we played well. I think the first half was all Arsenal, but I think early on Spurs got in behind, and Spurs lads, I can't remember who, but they'd probably be kicking themselves. They did not take advantage of. They had two great opportunities, and our keeper did well to make saves. 1v1 versus the keeper. First effort, didn't score. There was a bit of a scramble in our box. They didn't take advantage, and you have to take your chances. But other than that, I think we're playing well. I think Emile's driving with the ball here and there. I think Nelson's still looking a bit rusty, coming back from injury, but he's coming in off the left-hand side and switching and becoming a 10 at times. I think we're playing decent football, man. I think Harry Clark, in my opinion, from centre-half, he's pulling out to the right-hand side and offering an outlet there. Pardon me, bringing out the ball and things like that. Tyrese is getting into pockets. We're playing Coyle as well. He looks committed today. Coyle looked like he had the bit between his teeth today. It's no surprise he got a goal and assist in the game. Sorry for saying today. We deserved our goal, in my opinion. A poor goal to concede from Spurs' perspective, but it shows what happens when you don't give up. Coyle puts in the ball after good work, man. I felt many other midfielders or players in general would have given it up, but he kept up chase, he kept up hustling, he put the ball into the box. I'm so sure Tyrese John-Jules had an effort which was blocked. It fell to Burton. We went 1-0 up, people, and we deserved that, people. And like I say in my first team videos, the risk you don't want to take is being in control, dominating possession, having all the ball in Spurs' half or just in general, and then they hit you on the break and score, because I've seen it at all levels last season and this season, people. So we've got the first goal. Can we go and get another? Because Spurs have got some good technically based players on show and things. I think Harvey White is grinding in the engine room for them, for instance, people. And they've got some decent wide options and whatnot. I can't say his name, but is it Shaola? I can't say his name. The young lad that they signed from non-league a couple of years ago. He had an effort. They had a couple efforts they could have done better with. But we put ourselves in a good position. We get our second goal not too long after that. It's a fantastic counter-attack. There were more players involved, so forgive me for missing you out. But for me, Emile Smith-Rowe and Reiss Nelson, it's a lovely... They do it all, mate. They make it all happen, basically, on the counter. Obviously, the ball goes into Coyle. Coyle gets a goal to match his assist. And it's a fantastic move. Very enjoyable Arsenal move. A typical Arsenal move. Wenger would be proud of that, people. Lovely goal from the young lads. It's 2-0. And we're getting some daylight, but as you lot know, 2-0 is a 2-0, sorry, is a dangerous lead in football. It's a very dangerous lead. You either have to go for the third, or you have to kind of rein it in a bit and really manage out the game, because if the opposition get another one, it can become a bit political. And I felt second half, Spurs, there was a notable improvement. They were having half chances. There was a couple efforts that our keeper had to save, couple efforts from them that skimmed just wide, and it did look like they would get a goal, people. And I believe they scored in the 78th or something minute. It was a poor goal from Arsenal to concede, but it is what it is, and it made it almost a bit nervy for us of sorts, people. Really and truly. But we managed out the game fairly well. How did our third come? 3-1, I believe Tyrese John-Jules started on the left-hand side. We broke. He eventually fed in Nathan Tormey, who braced through on goal. He had an effort. It was saved, and he put in the rebound and he snatched us the 3 points and really confirmed it. And it must have really dejected Spurs. Both teams should have scored more in the second half, sorry. I think it got a bit sloppy towards the end of the game from both teams as fatigue and stuff settled in. But what can I say, people? It's a North London derby. It doesn't matter if you play for Arsenal from under 9s to first team. You know what Arsenal v Spurs is. Nobody wants to lose this. And having seen a good, I saw a good, like, out of all the teams I've seen this weekend, Arsenal's 23's are the ones that give me some faith. Like, they played for the shirt, their manager, they clearly understand the tactics, and they went out there and they did their thing. So they scored 3 goals. For me, the second goal was the best. I think Trey Coyle put in a good performance, and for him, I think he stagnated a bit, but I still think he's got a lot of potential. He's had injuries, and I think for him now the key is to really up it several levels to the point every 23's game people are remembering you. He can play on either flank, and I do think he's better as not better as a 10, but I prefer him as a 10. The ability is there. It's just can he bring it up? Can he stay fit? Can he stay more? Motivation is the wrong word. Can he stay fit? Can he get his levels up to the point where he can't be ignored? Because potential is just potential. He's got 2 years left on his deal, so we'll see how that goes. But I believe in him, and he had a good game. He got a goal and assist. He played like someone who knows what Arsenal v Spurs means. He played like he's playing at the Emirates in front of 50, 60,000 people and don't want to make a mistake. So he played with a lot of bravery. I think Harry Clark did all right. Mavropanos did cool. Emile and Nelson did fairly all right. Nelson obviously got 45 minutes and he came through without any injury problems as well. Does look a bit rusty. Not sure if he'll get minutes on Wednesday in the Europa League, but who knows. But like I said, Arsenal 3, Spurs 1. Yeah, man, the under 23's did their thing. On that note, though, people, DG, I'm out. Thank you for watching.